identical record of 5-3 by Murrieta Valley and Murrieta Mesa. Valley's got the edge with a 3-0 league record as Mesa comes in with a 2-1 league record. So we got a big league face-off between the second and third ranked teams.
Anytime you add crosstown rivalry to that, it just records go out the window and everything kind of just takes place as the opening kickoff goes through the end zone for a touchback. And we are set for a beautiful night here of football, JP.
It is going to be a good one. Mesa coming off a Saturday night victory. Of course, it was rained out against Chaparral. And Murrieta Valley coming off a big win against Great Oak. It was definitely on the road, and they were able to steal the victory there down in Temecula.
I heard I missed fall.
Yeah, a little rain and lightning on Friday forced our game to be delayed a little bit, and we were unable to bring you the broadcast for that. We apologize. But Mesa's going to start it off. Jose Ayala is our quarterback. He's going to be moving to the right, and he's going to get the first down and more. Great start by Mesa.
Ayala with a really good run to start us off. Gets a first down on the first play of scrimmage.
We've got a Color Rush Friday on hands here. All white for Mesa, including the white helmets. And the Murrieta Valley Broncos are in the all black. Antonio January around the outside. He makes a move and almost picks up 2 straight first downs on 2 plays for the Rams. Antonio January, a 9-yard run.
Yeah, the 5'10 junior making a good cut to the left and just got, 9 yards on the play, so brings up second and short for Mesa.
And Ayala back in the shotgun set. Going to give this one to January. No, he's going to keep it right up the middle and pound through for about 5 yards. Picks up the first down. Mesa's offense is rolling.
Back-to-back first downs. 3 plays from scrimmage. It's all good so far.
And Ayala back in the shotgun set, 2 receivers. He's going to keep this one, got some lead blockers. Hasn't broken through the line yet. He will for a gain of about 1. He'd be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he ran out of real estate, and some of those holes got closed up rather quickly by the Nighthawk defense.
And a 2nd and 10, no gain on that play by Ayala. He drops back to pass, steps up in the pocket. He's got some room to run. Ayala moving to the corner, and he'll get out of bounds at about the 45-yard line and much more manageable third down.
That'll bring up third down and about, looks like about 3 yards left for the remaining yardage to get the first down. Mesa's doing a good job of misdirection and confusing the Nighthawk defense tonight.
The Nighthawk defense is not their strength. Their strength comes on offense. They put some points on the board. And Ayala forced to just swallow the ball and dive forward, picked up about 1 yard. It's going to be a 4th down, going to be short. Wouldn't be surprised if Coach Turner leaves the offense on the field here.
With the way they've been moving the ball, I wouldn't be surprised either, and it looks like that's what they're going to do.
About a 4th and 4. Murrieta Valley's fans are on their feet. Mesa's making some noise. We are on the visitor side here. Mesa fans right behind us. And it is loud. The Mesa fans are making a presence. Ayala with the play action. And he'll get none. No gain on the play. That is going to be a turnover on downs. And the Mesa Rams defense will come on to the field.
Jaden Dillon for the Nighthawks forced the play back inside, and that's obviously where you don't want to go when you have the speed of the quarterback. Force them into all the big bodies.
And the Mesa Rams defense led by Keon Bars is coming back onto the field. He's going to be a key part. The offensive line for the Nighthawks, is not the strongest, so this defensive line is going to have to get to the quarterback. He's a good one.
And Bachmeier's mobile, too. For as good as he is with throwing the ball, he's just as good with his legs as well.
And an early run there. Yeah, the quarterback, Hank Bachmeier for the Nighthawks. 24 touchdowns and 4 interceptions on the year. That's along with 9 rushing touchdowns. He is having a stellar year for Valley. And they started off with a first down run there, similar to the start by the Rams. Bachmeyer calling out some commands. The defense is the chant here on the Mesa sideline. Bachmeyer dropping back to pass. He'll go to his tight end, and his tight end is met immediately for a gain of maybe 2. Jack Yari is the tight end on that reception, the 6'6 junior. He is definitely a weapon for them. He's a 6'6", 245. He's the tight end, but looks like one of the biggest linemen they have there.
Colin Layton did a good job of coming up off of that. For those that don't know, Colin Layton, that he converted down lineman, defensive lineman for Mesa, converted into a linebacker. Made a really good play on that.
Bachmeyer gives this to Archer. Archer going out the outside. A flag comes in. Archer almost picks up a first down. I think he might have dove for it, but there is a flag in the secondary. A little late. And it looks like it's going to be a hold against the Nighthawks. Yep, that is exactly what it'll be, holding against Murrieta Valley. That'll push them back. And a very, very positive benefit there for the Rams defense.
That's usually where if you do see holding on a offensive player, the guys that are out there on the wings that don't normally block like that, that's where it's a little bit more exposed.
Bachmeyer in the shotgun. Pump fake to Archer. This one to Brown. Brown's broke a tackle. Man, this Nighthawk offense has a lot of weapons. They both have over 650 yards receiving on the year, 10 touchdowns and 7 touchdowns respectively. They are having a great year. They are on the top of your screen. Number 3 is in the slot, number 1 up high. And then they got 2 powerful running backs between Archer and Johnson. So this Mesa Rams defense has their hands full tonight.
Bachmeyer last year had his main weapon, Marquis Spiker, who's now playing for the University of Washington. So
Bachmeyer throwing a high ball to the corner, and a flag comes in late. I believe it's going to be pass interference against the Mesa Rams. Wasn't sure if he actually converted the catch, completed it.
It looked like it fell incomplete. Sua Venegas on the coverage.
The Murrieta Valley offense is not moving down the field. They're going to wait to see the play call. I believe it might be pass interference. Nope, pass interference against Mesa. Be about a 15-yard penalty, and they will pick up the first down. I am not sure what's going on. They're bringing it back to the start of the play. There may have been offsetting penalties.
No, they're moving the ball down now. That's one of those unfortunate ones. If we had just been 5 yards shorter, it would have been half the distance because it was on the 30. But when it's 30 yards and in or out, it's the full 15. So Mesa's defense getting tested here early.
Bachmeyer in the shotgun. Archer behind him. He's going to drop back to pass, looking for another fade again. He's got Brown in the corner, over his head, incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Sua Venegas again on the coverage for Mesa. But that one was just overthrown.
So a 2nd and 10 on the 17. Murrieta Valley in the red zone. Bachmeyer in the shotgun again. They're going to take all their snaps out of the shotgun. This one given to Archer. Archer tripped up, stays on his feet, gets lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe have gained 1.
Yeah, he got strung out there a little bit, and the Rams defense did a good job of just pushing him out farther towards the sideline. Forced a no gain on the play.
So a no gain, 3rd and 10. If Mesa could get away with forcing a field goal here, that would be huge.
That would be a gigantic win for the Rams.
Bachmeyer looking to pass. Very confident in the pocket. Throws a dart. Almost intercepted. No referees have signaled it, and they give him a catch. What a catch by the Murrieta Valley receiver.
More importantly, what a throw by Bachmeyer. Talk about threading the needle.
Slung it in there. It looked like a Mesa Rams defender almost got his hand on it, but it gets through, and a completion down to the 1 yard line. Took the refs a while to make that call, though.
Yes, it did.
Bachmeyer is going to be the starter tonight for the Nighthawks. He's the player you need to watch. He's the player Mesa's going to need to shut down. Archer right up the middle. Touchdown, Murrieta Valley Nighthawks. They're on the board first, 7-0.
Yeah, you give them a short field with a offense as electric as Murrieta Valley's is. Generally speaking, they're going to take advantage of that.
So halfway through this first quarter, and Murrieta Valley has taken the Mesa fans out of it. They were loud and rowdy on the offensive drive. The extra point took a while to get up, but it will get up. No good. Misses wide left. This kicker for the Nighthawks is pretty good. Only missed 4 kicks on the year all year so far. Now he just misses a PAT.
Now you see that a lot of times with the pressure of the rivalry game, the city game, the pride game kind of thing. Obviously in the Southwestern Conference, the teams are divided up into 3 teams from Temecula and 3 teams from Murrieta. So your first order of business is always going to be, we got to win the games against our Murrieta opponents. Kind of a city pride kind of thing, bragging rights for the year. Ashton Phillips set to kick off for Murrieta Valley.
Ashton Phillips, the kicker, he's probably wanting to boot this one in. He's got 51 kicks on the year so far, 15 touchbacks, a very good percentage. He's got a leg on him. This one's going to get close to the goal line, going to be tried to field, and it will not be. I believe that was Morris. Nope.
That looks like
Ricks.
Shakir Ricks.
Yep, Shakir
the
Ricks.
beautiful Shakir Ricks.
So 6-0 the score. Murrieta Valley leads. Mesa gets the ball back, starts their second drive. Jose Ayala in the backfield for the Rams. Takes it, gives it. Broke one tackle. Great run there. Looked like Antonio January got the carry. Made one great run to get past the rushing defensive end in the backfield and got around him.
Picked up.
Might have been Desmond Jackson, actually.
Yeah, I thought it was Jackson as well. He
These
picked up
white
6.
jerseys are even harder to see than the green
I
ones.
know, right?
Jose Ayala, he'll keep this one this time, and he will not get past the defensive end. Number 52 with the tackle. That one is Cody Stordahl. Stordahl leads the team in tackles, and he'll pick up another one there. He's got 73 tackles in 8 games played.
Loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 5 for
Cody Stordahl is
Mesa.
a stud, a freshman, 5'11", for the Nighthawks. This pass goes incomplete.
Yeah, that was tipped by the linebacker number 54, Val Montoya, for the Nighthawks. Almost should have been intercepted. A missed opportunity for the Nighthawk defense, but brings up 4th down for Mesa.
Big 4th down. Looks like the punt team is on the field. Ryan O'Brien back to punt. Murray to receive for the Nighthawks. A line drive punt was not blocked. It's going to get very favorable Mesa roll. That might have got 30, 40 yards of roll right there. And it'll be down at Mesa's 36-yard line, and that's where Murrieta Valley will start.
That was a rugby-esque type kick.
That was. It was low, and it was a liner. He got lucky. His first stop was forward, and it kept rolling and rolling and rolling.
Well, we've already seen how explosive he can be. Archer, we're speaking of. and probably wise to not give him too many opportunities to touch the ball in open space.
And Bachmeyer in the shotgun. Mesa Rams defense doing some last-minute shifting around. Bachmeyer pumps to one side. He's got a receiver to this side just over the head of the tall tight end.
Yari down the sideline kind of was working up the seam there. 6'6", junior. That's quite a large target for tight end.
He is a large tight end, 6'6", 245. Second and 10 for the Nighthawks. He'll hand this one off. Archer has it, breaks one tackle, is going to pick up the first down and more. Gets past the 45-yard line for a Murrieta Valley first down.
And just like that, Murrieta Valley's at midfield again. Good shot looking right down the line of scrimmage.
Murrieta Valley. First and 10 from the 47-yard line. Great block. Blitz coming for Mesa. Bachmeyer is able to scramble out of it. He's going to actually gain positive yardage here. He's going to pick up 4. What a play by Hank Bachmeyer.
That's a good example of how good he is with his legs, about being able to escape pressure, buy some more time, and get a positive yardage out of the play that was destined for negative yardage.
Nighthawks with a 2nd and 5. Bachmeyer picks up 5. That was his first run of the game. This one to Johnson. Johnson's got some space. Will pick up about 2. We're looking right down this yard.
Big third down for the Mesa defense, considering the position on the field here.
3rd and 3. Bachmeyer so confident with the ball. Mesa's line got some pressure on it. This one will get over to Brown. And Brown picks up a first down and a little bit more.
This is going to be one of those games where you're going to want to keep Murrieta Valley's offense off the field as much as possible.
Yep.
They're fast and electric and can do a lot of things on offense.
Jose Ayala is going to need to control the pace and keep his offense on the field. But the defense is busy here now. Bachmeyer over to number 5, the junior receiver, Emilio Valencia. For Murrieta Valley, it's close to a first down. They're going to give it to him 1st and 10. Bachmeyer back to pass, gets it out wide. This one to his tight end, I believe. Second and 2 from the 15 for the Nighthawks. This is a pass, quick slant route right in the middle of the field. And they will pick up the first down on the short yard to go.
So that'll bring up 1st and goal for the Nighthawks.
Nighthawks with a 1st and 10, 1st and goal from the 10. Got some pressure. Keon Bars hits him, takes him down. No flag, and it is caught for a touchdown. The Nighthawks get their 2nd touchdown of the game. in this first quarter. 2 minutes left in the first quarter, and the Nighthawks take the lead 12-0. The extra point is up, and this time a lot quicker and a lot nicer. It is good. Great catch by the ball shagger behind the extra point. Made a nice little diving leap for that one. And the Murrieta Valley Nighthawks take the lead 13-0.
So at this point, Mesa's going to need to answer with a steady drive down the field. See if our offense can recapture a little bit of what we had the first time we had the ball.
And the kick by Phillips is off. It's a low liner. It's got a lot of power. This one's into the end zone for a touchback.
So the Mesa Rams will take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line with a little over 2 minutes left in the first quarter. See if we can put some things together, make a drive down the field, and put some points on the board for the Mesa Rams.
And Ayala back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. It's going to keep it run. Nice spin move. Helped them pick up a few more yards. And I believe it is a gain of about 4.
Looks like the officials will say it's about 3.
So 2nd and 7 for the Rams. Ayala back to pass. Got a lot of receivers out here. Going to go deep. Morris over the head. Oh, and off the hands of Morris. He had it. Beautiful throw by Ayala over the head of Murray. And it's incomplete.
That's one of those drop it in the buckets. And that was a place where only our guy could get it. And just didn't complete the pass.
Murray immediately knew he made a mistake, put his head in the ground, slapped the floor, was frustrated with himself on that one. Let a big gain go there for Mesa. Ayala, they're looking to go right back at him. He's hit to the ground, no flag in the secondary. Ayala's going to run for it, and he'll get close to a first down. I believe he will pick it up, yes. So a first down for Mesa. Ayala picks up enough yardage.
Ayala showing that Bachmeier's not the only one that can use his legs to be a positive.
Absolutely. Ayala's biggest threat is on his feet, and he's been using them so far tonight. He's been on the run. The Valley defensive line has been able to get to the quarterback. He's going to hand this one off. Jackson's got this one. I don't know if Antonio January is hurt or not, but I'm watching him, and he is sitting on the trainer's bench.
Desmond Jackson, the freshman.
So Desmond Jackson is in it, running back for the Rams.
He's an electric runner. Just we haven't seen him much due to some nagging ankle injuries.
Injuries earlier this season. Ayala, empty set. Jackson in motion. He's moving to the right, and he's going to be sacked out of bounds. It's going to be a loss of yardage on 2nd and 9.
Yeah, we ran out of real estate on that one.
It was a design run to the right, and the blocking did not do its job, so he's going to lose 1 on that play. It'll be a 3rd and 10 from their own 32. Mesa Rams need a much-needed first down here. Ayala takes it. Ayala wearing the white sleeves, looking for his receiver, going to go deep. This one up for Thompson, looks a little behind. Thompson reaches over, and what a catch! Damian Thompson brings it down.
Penalty
what
marker
a
on.
highlight reel catch by the Mesa receiver.
What a play. Damian Thompson using all 6'3" of his body to go up and get it at the highest point. Penalty marker on the play, but we believe that's going to be...
It's going to be pass interference against the defense. The defender didn't even look down, was all in Thompson's business. Thompson reached over the defender's helmet and was able to bring it in. What a play by Mesa and a great throw by Jose Ayala. Trusting his receiver to go and get it.
That's 2 consecutive on-the-money throws by Ayala. And now we have Mesa at the 30-yard line of Murrieta Valley.
Ayala going to give this one to Jackson. Jackson makes a move inside and is brought down. Number 21, Jaden Dillon, the junior defensive back. The beautiful open field tackle. Jackson is a shifty running back. Hard to bring him down, and he did it no problem. 30 seconds. Clock is running at the end of this first quarter. 2nd and 9 from the Murrieta Valley 29-yard line. Ayala takes a snap. He's going to pass. Going up high. Thompson ran the wrong route, ran a comeback route. Ayala threw him a go route, so that'll be an incomplete pass in the end zone. We're going to have a 3rd and 9, and it with 14 seconds left in this first quarter.
Yeah, those two were just not on the same page that time. But just like in anything else, communication's the key, and we are blessed with high school kids, aren't we?
4 wide receiver set. O'Brien on the far side. Jackson's out there. He's going to go to O'Brien. O'Brien will get it and bring it in. Right at about the 20-yard line. Going to be close on if it's a first down. I think he's just past it. They are going to give it to him. So
what
a first
catch.
and 10. Great route and connection by Ayala and O'Brien. They pick up the first down. And a pass out to Thompson, a quick out route. Ayala hits him on that one. And that is the end of the And we are back for the start of this second quarter. Mesa Rams 2nd and 4 from the 13-yard line in Valley's red zone. Ayala looking to the corner of the end zone. Thompson was there, had some space. Ayala's going to run it. And a great run by Joseph Ayala. Just falls right at about the first down marker. We'll see if he got it.
Looks like he's going to be just a little bit short.
He fell out of bounds right at about the marker, but looks like it's going to be about a 3rd and 1, maybe inches. So a big play for the Mesa Rams. They need to come away with some points here.
I would almost think it's kind of a jumbo situation. Get the big guys in there and go heavy, get the first down and get 1st and goal, and then go from there.
They have done that a lot this season, but not this time. Coach Turner keeps the wide receivers out there, trips out to the left. Thompson all alone on the near side of the screen. Ayala up the middle, picks up the first down.
That's going to be close.
Yep. I think he got to about the 9 or 8 yard line. It is a first down, Mesa. They are inside the 10, 1st and goal.
Mesa's been able to move the ball so far against the Nighthawk defense, which is good.
Ayala going quick, moving to his right. He's got a corner out. He's going to cut it back. He's got some space to run. Jose Ayala jogs into the end zone, reaches the ball out just for security. But the Mesa Rams will get on the board. We have an offensive shootout here so far tonight. 13-6, the score, extra point upcoming. And
yeah, he went pretty much in untouched.
Even better to note, extra point is good, and even better to note, the offense stayed on the field for a long time, drove them through the end of the first quarter. The defense got some much-needed rest and can go out there with some energy and try to stop this fireworks showdown that the Nighthawks have been providing so far.
Yeah, looks like it's going to turn into a little bit of a track meet. It's a good thing there's a track that goes around this stadium.
So Benjamin Isaacson pounded the extra point through. He will come on for the kickoff. And Isaacson boots it down the field. Nice high kick right at about the 5-yard line. It will be fielded by Archer. Archer's got some space. He's still on his feet. Isaacson's the last defender. You're not going to catch him. This is Brown. Excuse me. Brown makes some moves. He will go all the way. The Mesa Rams have a long, pounding, time-using drive, and the Nighthawks come right back at him and return the ensuing kickoff back for the touchdown.
96 yards on that return, and you got a real good glimpse of just how fast this offense is on the wide receiver special people on the Nighthawks.
Talik Brown with the kickoff return. Had to avoid one tackle, almost tripped him up, but he kept his balance, got past the kicker, and went about 60 yards untouched all the way to the end zone. What a return by the Redhawks. And the kick by Valley is good. Phillips pounds that one through. And they quickly respond to Mesa's touchdown. 20-7 the score here with 10.5 remaining in the second quarter.
And now we just got to put another long drive and keep that offense off the field. Their defense will be tired because they just basically just spent 5 minutes playing defense before that kickoff return. So
this game really reminds me of the Etowanda game where we couldn't stop their weapons on the other side of the field. The Mesa offense was doing their best. They were putting up some points. I think we put up about 20 points in that game, but we just could not limit the scoring for the other team. Ricks is back to receive for the Rams.
We'll see if Phillips gets another touchback. He's already got 2 tonight.
And Phillips pounds this one. Shakir Ricks is going to let this one go over his head into the end zone touchback. And the Mesa Rams drive will begin at the 20-yard line.
You don't realize just how much of a weapon that is until you see just how much of a weapon it is when they do a return as fast as Brown was going down the sidelines. You just eliminate that completely by being able to kick it into the end zone for a touchback and forcing them to go 80 yards every single time they touch the ball.
And the Rams offense jogging back onto the field. Jose Ayala wearing the white sleeves, full left arm. Mesa fans are on their feet. He's going to drop back to pass, throwing a missile right over the head, and he secures this one. Number 24 for the Rams brings it in. Colindus Roberts, the sophomore receiver, made a great falling catch. Kept his 1 foot inbound. A great throw by Ayala.
Yeah, another perfectly positioned throw by Ayala tonight.
Ayala gives it to Jackson. Keeps it. He loses the ball. It is a fumble. It's on the floor. And Murrieta Valley thinks they got it. Mesa's not arguing.
A shot in the hole.
And this ball will belong to the Nighthawks. Murrieta Valley forces a turnover. And they will get the ball in amazing field position, just in front of Mesa's own 40-yard line.
Ayala did the run-pass option with our running back. I can't think of who it was off the top of my head. Desmond Jackson. And he held it, decided to keep it, went in the hole, and we couldn't see who it was that made the first contact and forced the fumble, but you could just see his upper body just snap back in the hole and obviously just lost the ball.
So Bachmeyer is in the backfield. We got a flag timeout against Murrieta Valley. They took quite a while, used all of the play clock, avoided the delay of game, though, calling their first timeout of the half.
Good timeout. A little odd coming off of a turnover where you're just coming out. You should know what play you're going to run. Just run out and run it. But with a 27 lead with early here in the second quarter, probably good. Get reorganized, set a couple plays up for the next possession here for Murrieta Valley.
So a great crowd on hand here tonight. The Murrieta Valley side is full, their entire bleachers. And the Mesa Rams have traveled well. They haven't had to come very far, just about one exit down the freeway. But their fans are out in full force here tonight.
And it's their pink out night here as well for Murrieta Valley. So just a tribute to breast cancer awareness and all that.
Bachmeyer with Archer to his left. Going to bring a receiver into motion. He's going to give it to him. He's got some space to run. This is Brown, Talik Brown. We saw him on the kickoff returns. Got a lot of speed. Picks up about 4 there.
They have got so many weapons that it's almost unfair.
It is almost unfair. He is fast. There is a flag down on the field. I believe it's going to be against the Nighthawks. And it will. A hold is going to push them back 10 yards.
At high school, holding is from the spot of the foul, so this is actually looks like it was in the backfield because that makes the ball on the 48, and it looks like it'll be
so wait, 1st and 20. Bachmeyer claps, gets the snap, handoff right up the middle, stopped by the Mesa Rams defense. A great job by the defensive line there by Mesa.
Keon Bars coming off the bottom of that pile, read the play beautifully and made a really good open field tackle on a very shifty runner from Murrieta Valley.
So the scoreboard credited him 1 yard. I don't know if he did gain it, though, so a 2nd and 19 or 20. Bachmeyer drops back to pass. It's going to be a screen play. There are defenders there. They'll bring him down. He gets about the holding yards back. Penalty flag on the field for this one. This one is against the Nighthawks again.
Coach Turner deciding if he wants to decline it and make it 3rd and extra long or continue to push him back. He elects to push him back all the way across midfield back into Murrieta Valley territory at the 45. We'll wait for the scoreboard operator to update the math on that.
To the other 45, not just the Mesa 45. So Mesa turned the ball over inside their own 40, and now the Redhawks are inside their own 45. Archer outside. He'll be brought down by the Mesa Rams defensive end. Ball came loose at the end, but I think he was well down. The whistle blew. So a 3rd and a mile.
Yeah, 3rd and what you don't want to be in. 3rd and 28. And I don't know if you have a play for 3rd and 28, but if anybody does, I would guess Murrieta Valley does.
Give it to one of these receivers and let him go to work.
Exactly.
See if he can break some tackles.
Get him in space. And
Bachmeier's got Johnson in the backfield this time. He's going to go out wide, quick out to the receiver. Murray has this one, and Murray will be brought down. Slowed down by Ethan Sua Venegas, and some help came quickly. Stuffed out there in the flat for a gain of maybe 3 yards. It'll be a 4th and about 25, and they're going to be forced to punt.
What a great
a play. Fortunate penalties for them, but great stops by the Mesa Rams defense.
They came up when they needed it. You get these open field plays, and they made some really good open field tackles, forced Murrieta Valley into a punting situation.
Good punt by Valley. It's low. Takes a Valley bounce. A lot of rolls. This is going to roll inside the 10-yard line, right at about the 9. So a great punt for the Nighthawks. It'll be 1st and 10, Mesa from the 10-yard line.
Valley with a good job of pinning Mesa deep in their own territory. Mesa's proven that they can move the ball tonight against the Nighthawk defense, so we'll see if we can dial one up here for another extended drive.
So Ayala in the backfield. He's going to give this one. I believe Morris came from the wide receiver position, got that one on a reverse. And he'll dive forward for about 3 yards.
Still no word on Antonio January. Looks like he's working on his equipment with his helmet right in front of us.
Ayala back to pass. Was looking deep. He's going to run out to the right. And a pass goes into the dirt. Incomplete. Intended for Des Roberts.
Roberts was open on the play briefly, coming back towards the play, trying to help his quarterback out, but the ball was just underthrown a bit.
Jackson out in motion. Ayala's going to keep it on the quarterback keeper. Stiffs arms, defenders, gets out wide, but is short of the 1st down marker, so it'll be 4th and about 2. So a 4th and 4. Ayala didn't get as much as I thought. Got a tough angle here. So the punt team is on the field. Ryan O'Brien will try to boot this one far. He's standing on his own 1-yard line. Low snap. He's able to get it flagged down. This was a high punt. Wasn't going to go very far.
Looks like a false start called against Mesa, which I'll just back them up a little bit.
That'll push them back 5 yards. And we will repunt. I'm sure O'Brien got some practice, knows what he did wrong. He's going to try to get this one a little bit further than the first one.
This is one where you almost want to just outkick your coverage and just hope for the best, get it deep.
O'Brien, high punt. This one is right. Rolls out of bounds, rolling a little bit more, and it's going to go out just past their own 45. So the Redhawks will start once again in great field goal position on Mesa's 47-yard line.
Yeah, the Nighthawks obviously starting on Mesa's side of the field for the third time tonight. And so far they've been pretty successful with that recipe.
And Bachmeyer will roll out to his right, gives it to his tight end. Big boy tight end moving down the field. He's got some speed. He will pick up the first down and more, gets past the 30-yard line. Jack Yari, the monstrous tight end, showed off some speed there on that run.
That was one of those plays where they faked the handoff to Brown and he tripped. Like, why didn't we couldn't catch a break and they give it to him when he actually trips? But good play by Bachmeyer hitting his tight end on the little out.
Bachmeyer going up high. He's got Brown in the corner, and he comes down with it. Touchdown, Murrieta Valley.
That was such a pretty pass.
A beautiful throw by Bachmeyer. He finds Jordan Murray in the corner of the end zone, right at the front pylon, just past the defensive back for the Rams, and it drops in there perfectly, and he will catch it for a touchdown. And Murrieta Valley takes a comfortable 26-7 lead. Extra point upcoming.
Bachmeyer, a 4-year starter here for the Nighthawks, and when you have a senior leadership at quarterback like he is, good things generally will happen. Oh, Mesa's got some work to do. With 5 minutes left or just under 6 minutes left in the first half. Mesa did get the ball to start the game, so we can't do the double addendum when you score, hold them, and then get it back.
Phillips back to kick. Converted the extra point, 27-7. They have a 20-point lead. This one into the end zone and for a touchback. So the Mesa Rams offense will start their drive at their own 20-yard line.
Yet again.
The battle of field position is definitely being won by Murrieta Valley.
Very much so.
Started 2 drives in Mesa's territory. Mesa's gotten the ball every time at the 20-yard line.
Or worse.
or worse at the 9. Ayala drops back to pass, avoids one rusher. He'll get up the middle, slides. Tried to slide. I think a guy dove in late at the last minute, but I think he missed Ayala and got more of his own man there.
Yes, he did. It almost looked like a horse collar tackle from where the tackle was being made, but he looked like he grabbed his outside of his shoulder pad, not right behind the helmet.
So Ayala gives the center the motion. They're ready count. Ayala looking to pass. Quick comeback route for Des Roberts. He had him there, hit him in the hands. It was a little out of his reach. Some of the Mesa Rams fans wanted a penalty there. They won't get it.
Roberts seems to be Ayala's emergency safety blanket to some extent.
Ayala, deep throw, and it is over the head of all the receivers and the defensive backs. So a 4th down, quick little 3 and out there for the Rams. Punt team coming onto the field. O'Brien will kick it away.
And just like that, the Mesa offense is kind of stuck in the mud for a couple plays. Different return guy back today for Murrieta Valley. The 45-yard line awaits the punt. Murray back deep. to receive for Mesa's punt.
O'Brien, good snap here. This one is high, a much better punt. Going to land at about the 45-yard line. Massive Mesa hop. And it'll settle down at the Nighthawks 31-yard line. They will start their drive in their own territory.
For a change.
And a penalty will push them back even further.
I don't even know what was illegal substitution.
Yeah.
Maybe? I mean, it pushed it way back.
15-yard penalty, so must have been an unnecessary roughness penalty or
unsportsmanlike, or
those are the penalties that drive the coach crazy. So they will start the drive on their own 16-yard line. Mesa defense has a chance to come up big and get their offense back on the field.
Talk about flipping the field.
Absolutely. Bachmeyer dropping back to pass. The pressure is there. Layton will drag him down. Colin Layton with the sack.
Yeah, Colin Layton had a good, clean shot at Bachmeyer, and at 6'5", Bachmeyer's very tough to get down, especially with his elusive as he is with his legs. But his pocket collapsed, and down he went for an 8-yard loss for the wildlife here in Murrieta was attacking me, apparently.
So a timeout for one of the teams. Did not get a chance to see who it was. We will take a break for just a moment. 27-20 the score. Mesa Rams need some life. So the teams are back on the field. The offense for the Nighthawks. Bachmeyer in the shotgun set. Believe he has Johnson with him. Bachmeyer, pressure in again, and another sack by the Mesa Rams. That's 2 in a row.
Great defensive pressure by the Mesa Rams defensive line, and then as they held up Bachmeyer, help came immediately from the linebackers. And we get to see the punt team come out for Murrieta Valley.
So after some quick scoring back and forth, we have seen some defenses come out to play here.
Sua Venegas back deep at the 45-yard line of Murrieta Valley waiting to punt from the own end zone of Murrieta Valley.
Took a while to get that punt off. Sua Venegas going to let this one bounce away takes a Nighthawk roll, but they will still start in Murrieta Valley territory. Jose Ayala brings the team back onto the field.
With 3 minutes and 14 seconds left in the first half, Mesa has an opportunity to get some more points on the board as we head into halftime.
So Joseph Ayala starting at the Murrieta Valley 43-yard line. Needs to put some points on the board. Dropping back to pass. He's going to run it. Gets past the defensive lineman. No, he won't. Tripped up and falls for about a gain of 1. He did manage to gain some yards.
Ethan Helton did a good job of bringing him down just as he looked like he was about to spring out of the backfield into the secondary.
And they will mark him down at the 44. I thought he might have jumped to about a yard, but they ruled him down before that. He will get around. He's got some space. Spin move. This time he'll gain some yards, loses the ball. I think he might have lost that going on the way down. But he will gain yards on this play. So they will have a 3rd and long nonetheless.
Timeout called on the field by Murrieta Valley.
Valley trying to conserve some time, want to get back onto the field and maybe score some points before the half. They will be pinned deep regardless, unless Mesa turns it over on this 3rd down. But I'm thinking Coach Turner still wants to keep his foot on the gas. We're not just going to hand you the ball here. We're going to try to go put it in the end zone.
Yep.
Get some points before half.
Perfect night for football. Unlike last week, huh?
Jose Ayala with a 3rd and 9. Big play for Mesa. The Murrieta Valley fans are on their feet. Inside route to Morris. Morris got some space. Morris picks up the 1st down and more.
Great call by Coach Turner.
Andrew Morris. Joseph Ayala leading this offense, has looked very confident in this game so far. He's had some very good throws. Coach Turner's calling a good game so far on the offensive side of the ball.
I do love the bubble screen like that. It looks like just such a simple little play that you should be able to defend, but more times over than not, it goes for bigger plays.
Chains are set. Clock is moving. Ayala, designed run to the right. He's got some space. He'll pick up some yardage here. Blockers did their job around the line of scrimmage. Clock is running 2:08 and moving.
And again, Jalen Dillon with a big hit on Ayala after the gain of 5.
Clock ticks under 2. Ayala in the shotgun. Takes the snap, moving to his left. This is a pass. He's got Morris, but he's going to run it back to the other side of the field. Great stiff arm, but he doesn't do it strong enough. Doesn't get away from the linebacker. It's going to be brought down. It'll be 3rd down for the Mesa Rams. Gain of maybe about 1 for Joseph Ayala. (27-7) the score. He's going deep. He's got a receiver in the corner. Touchdown, Mesa Rams! Andrew Morris brings it home. The Rams pull closer.
What a throw by Ayala, and Morris was wide open.
Beautiful cross pattern between Thompson and Morris. The defensive backs were confused, and Morris got behind him and was wide open. Great job by Ayala finding him. Brought it in. Mesa will be trailing. They trail by 14 right now. Extra point coming. Isaacson pounds it through. Almost hit a band member over there. 27-14 the score for the Mesa Rams.
That extra point miss by Murrieta Valley may yet still come into play at some point in this game. fingers and toes, right? Fingers and toes. Eyes, arms, legs, whatever we can cross. But that was a big score for Mesa. Getting points right before halftime. Still left a little meat on the bone for Murrieta Valley.
Valley's hoping to do a 2-for-1 here. 1 minute and 22 seconds left. Believe they have one timeout left, and they have a dangerous passing attack. They also have a dangerous returner.
I was just going to say the same thing.
Is back to receive. Brown on the right side, Murray on the left, the two receivers that Bachemir trusts the most. This is just a pooch kick. Looks like Brown's still going to field this one. He will get it. He's got some space. He makes one move out, and he's brought down by a group of Rams. And there's a fumble on the play. The ball was loose. Mesa thinks they have it, and they do. Mesa Rams with a huge turnover late in the first half. The fans are on their feet. They're back in this game.
What a turn of events momentum-wise for the Mesa Rams. Get a score, do the ensuing kickoff, get a turnover deep in Murrieta Valley territory with under just a little over 1 minute left in the first half. Knowing that Valley gets the ball to start the second half, we'll do the 2-for-1. Thank you very much.
2-for-1 before the half. Ayala dropping back to pass. He's got some receivers deep. Nobody open. He's going to run it. He'll be sacked. Surprised he held on to that ball. He was holding it out a little far.
Yeah, it looked like he was holding it like a very loose loaf of bread.
Clock is stopped. I believe we have a timeout or an injured player. Ayala might be down.
And Cochran looks like he has got his helmet on and getting ready to come into the game.
Yep, high school rule. If you go down with an injury, you have to come out for at least one play.
We'll see if
looks like Ayala's still down.
See if Burleson, Cochran's favorite target, Rashawn Burleson, checks into the game as well.
Actually, I saw Burleson. He was out.
Was he?
He is out. He had an arm sling on, was sitting next to January earlier in this game. January has not left that trainer's bench for quite some time.
That's what makes what Mesa's been doing the last 5 minutes of the game even more impressive when you're doing it without probably pound for pound your best offensive weapon sitting on the trainer's table.
So Cochran's going to try to score a touchdown with just a minute left.
Cochran, probably the better thrower of the two quarterbacks. Ayala obviously uses his legs much better, although Cochran can run a little bit, just not as much as Ayala does.
Ayala gets up, but he's not able to get off the field on his own power. He's being walked to the trainer's bench. Hopefully it's not too serious, but he can't seem to put a lot of weight on it. He's going to lay down. So Cochran on the field for Mesa. Mesa's still got some football to play. Cochran's got an arm. We know it. He drops back to pass. Got very good pocket presence. Rips one in there. Cut! Incomplete. Hit him in the chest. Somebody walked in front of him. He missed it. What a tough break there by the Mesa Rams. What a throw by Cochran. Des Roberts can't bring it in.
Roberts getting a lot of love tonight from the offensive coordinator, Coach Coute.
Cochran back to pass. This one out to Des Roberts again. It'll be incomplete. Cochran was taken down on the play. No flag. So 43 seconds left. It is a fourth down. 30. Be about a 47-yarder for Isaacson. I believe they're going to try it. 4th and 14.
Fans don't seem happy about the choice to go for the field goal, but you want to try to get points as much as you can. Yep. You don't want to miss an opportunity like this.
Got a boot if the line can give him enough time, and if The center can get a good snap. Isaacson looks ready. Isaacson bombs it. It's got enough length. It hits the crossbar and falls through. Benjamin Isaacson from 47.
I think
What
that's harder
a
to do
kick.
than kicking it down the middle. Don't you think that you get bonus points for hitting the upright?
Yep, he hits the upright. It falls through. That hit about midway, if not higher, on the upright from 47.
That would have been
Absolutely
good from 57.
Pounded it.
He nailed that kick. And Isaacson says to all those naysayers, "I've got this," from 47 yards away.
So Mesa down by 10, 27-17. 37 seconds still left on the clock. And Isaacson will come back in for the kickoff. I bet you he's got some adrenaline right now.
Right? But you got to make sure you get it into the end zone, because we've already seen what the Nighthawk special teams unit can do if you give them an opportunity.
Isaacson moving into kick. This is another little pooch kick. Brown will still get it. This one's actually going to roll out of bounds for an illegal procedure penalty. So I guess they feel okay taking those penalties instead of giving the ball to Talik Brown.
Ball will be placed at the 35-yard line with 37 seconds remaining in the first half. Nighthawks will have one last possession before halftime.
Murrieta Valley up by 10. I don't see them doing anything crazy here. Hand the ball off to one of your electric running backs. See if he can break a run loose and then consider it.
Mesa's defense has been strong the last two times the Nighthawks have been on the field, so hope that trend continues and momentum stays on our side.
So run out to the outside by Murray. Almost picks up the first down. It'll be about a 2nd and 2, maybe 3.
Gain of 8, 5 seconds comes off the clock. Good job by Murray to step out of bounds, know the situation.
Back to pass. He's got some pressure. Leighton behind him quick. He's going to run for it. He'll get the first down and more. Stays in bounds, though. The clock will stop momentarily while they move the chains. 23 seconds shows.
Leighton almost had the sack.
And a timeout called.
Injured Ram
player
on the field.
Another Ram down.
Bachmeyer able to get the ball across midfield into
Ethan-
Mesa territory.
Ethan Sua Venegas is the Ram that's hurt, writhing around in pain a little bit.
That's one of our
He was the one in on the tackle.
key defensive backs. Venegas, he's our true cover corner and not able to come off under his own power.
Holding that
That's-
right leg. We're going to need more trainers' benches around.
Start using the bench up here next to me.
January limping off over here. So 3 key players for Mesa are hurt, and I assume they are out for the rest of the game. January doesn't look like he's going back anytime soon, and Ayala and Sua Venegas are unable to stand on their own power. Those are 3 of the key players for the Rams.
2 on offense and obviously the corner on defense. That's
Clock was running. Flag comes in, going to be a holding. And he's sacked anyway. He gets the throw off. It is caught. It's going to come back regardless. 0 seconds on the clock.
that'll be
So the Rams will decline the penalty anyways. It'll be the end of the half unless they're going to put some more time on the clock. And now we have an injured player for Murrieta Valley down on the turf.
dropping like flies in the last minute of the first half.
And I believe that will do it for the half. We got an injured player, but Mesa Rams look like they're huddling up. So Mesa with a quick little comeback late in that first half, 27-17, Murrieta Valley leads. We'll be back for the second half in just a bit.
Surprisingly, in my opinion, well this season. I was expecting us to go in and I was expecting to see us lose some of the games, but we actually.
Welcome back for the second half of this football game. The Mesa Rams trail the Murrieta Valley Nighthawks 27-17. The Rams fell behind quickly 27-7, and they came roaring back, scoring 10 late points in that first half. They're able to bring this game close together. And we are off in the second half. A little pooch kick. It will be fielded and falls on his butt. So the Nighthawks will start first and 10 from their own 31-yard line.
As a pink cloud of baby powder permeates the field from the student body section of the Murrieta Valley Nighthawks.
Nice little fog above. This one handed off. First play of the game, or half, and it is stuffed. Mesa Rams defensive line does its job. And a few updates on those injuries we saw right before half. Antonio January is not going to play in the second half. Neither is Joseph Ayala, but Ethan Suavanegas is out there giving it a go. Fighting through the pain. Rolling out to his right. He's got a receiver, and it falls short of Jack Yari.
Had his tight end wide open, about 25 yards downfield. But the pressure from the defensive front of Mesa forced the errant short throw by Bachmeyer.
Third and 9, big play for the Mesa Rams. Bachmeyer dropping back to pass. Got his receiver in the middle of the field. Tackles him. It is going to be close to the first down. Not sure where they're going to mark him. And I think we have another injured player out on the field for Murrieta Valley. Not sure who it is, but the Mesa Rams come up big, I believe. Think they stopped him short. Injuries.
Especially this late in the season. It's not a conditioning thing. It's not a preparation or readiness thing. A lot of times early in the season you can get the cramps, you can get the things like that may appear like an injury on the surface, but end up just being a little nagging. But late in the season, especially for teams like Murrieta Valley and Mesa that are CIF bound, regardless of what happens.
Absolutely. And the injured player is up off the field, but it is a 4th and 1. They stop him short. But I don't think I see the punt team coming on from Murrieta Valley. They're going to get aggressive here just 1 minute into this second half. This is a huge play.
Let's see if momentum stayed in the locker room or if it brought itself back out on the field. Big challenge, Mesa D.
2 set. Gets the handoff, and he'll fall forward and get the first down. I believe Johnson was on the carry for that one. So a first down for the Nighthawks, just shy of midfield. Figured a run was coming there. Coach Turner played a little more conservatively, and the defensive line didn't get through in time. Bachmeyer going to quickly pass this one. Going to be tackled immediately, but it'll be about a 6 or 5 yard gain.
Looks like he's going to give him forward progress. Pick up about 7 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 for the Nighthawks. Bachmeyer hands it off. Johnson has it. He's got some space. Got to the outside. Johnson still in bounds. Pushed out at about the 27-yard line. First down, Nighthawks.
That was a good example of Johnson's speed and his strength. Being able to break a couple tackles, stiff arm a couple defenders, and pick up about 16 yards on the carry.
Bachmeyer, Johnson again, breaks one tackle, won't break the second, and a group of Rams bring him down. He'll gain a few.
Good swarming defense by the Rams on that play.
So if you're Murrieta Valley, this is exactly how you want to come out of the locker room, get the offense on the field. They receive in the second half and pound it down the field and take control of this game. They got to put some points on the board to do that. Mesa Rams aren't going to make it easy for him. This one to Johnson, off tackle. He's out to the left. And he'll run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line, gets to about the 19. It'll be a 3rd and short.
Good job of the Mesa defense stringing him out, forcing him to go laterally instead of north and south. It was enough to get the first down, however.
He will get to the yard to gain. Quick offense for the Nighthawks. The referee gives him the go-ahead once the chains are set. Bachmeyer dropping back to pass. Rolling out to his right. He's got a receiver in the end zone. Got him. Brown makes a great catch. Gets a foot down. Touchdown, Murrieta Valley.
What a catch by the Murrieta Valley receiver. That was incredible.
A beautiful bootleg play. Talik Brown brings it home. Bachmeyer with the agility was able to get it out there, throw a dart on the run, and his receiver brings it in. Great play for him.
I'm laughing. I'm watching our linebacker Diego Rodriguez, we lost game 3 early in the season. He was walking on the track with a buddy, and his buddy just like kind of hurdled the 4-foot fence, and Diego looked at him like, dude, what are you doing? I can't do that today.
So Murrieta Valley takes a comfortable lead once again, doubling up the score of the Mesa Rams. The score is 34-17 early in this second half. Phillips is on the field to kick. Ethan Suavenegas getting some treatment on the sideline after that drive. We'll keep an eye on him, see if he goes back out on the field for that defensive play. The wind picking up a little bit, blowing the ball over. And Phillips pounds it deep. This one going to be fielded by Ricks. He's able to get it out to the outside. He's got some space and some speed. A great return by Shakir Ricks, and a late hit comes in. They got some pushing and shoving there late.
I didn't see it.
Don't know if I saw any. Yeah, don't know when I saw any flags, which is surprising. Shakir Ricks got hit out of bounds, kind of pushed that defender to the ground. But no flags, it looks like, but a great return by Ricks. Gets Mesa almost to midfield.
The beautiful Shakir Ricks with a great return, and now it does look like the penalty is going to push them back. So we didn't see a flag. We haven't seen a call by the official, but the ball is being placed at the 33. 1st and 10 for Mesa with Cochran at the helm.
Cochran, play action, going to keep it. Gets up the middle. It's going to pick up about 5, maybe trip to a couple more yards. We'll see if they spot it. Yeah, I think they're going to give him 6 or 7. Great first play of the second half by Cochran. Keeps it on the RPO. They're going quick. 2nd and 4. Cochran, low snap. Quick out route to Morris. Morris gets lit up, but not before he secures the ball. What a catch by Andrew Morris.
Drew Wadle came up and put a big hit on Andrew Morris.
Not sure what we're waiting for, if we're waiting for a play call or not. 1st down, they were marking the ball.
Give them forward progress.
What a catch by Andrew Morris. A way to hang on to that. Good throw by Cochran, putting it right in his chest.
The old adage, I'm going to get hit anyway. I might as well hold on to the ball, right?
This one given to Jackson. Jackson's going to trip forward for about 3 yards. Jackson.
Brian Burns with a good play on the defensive line.
One of the linemen slow to get up, kind of limping a little bit. That's number 67 for Mesa, Isaac Evans. So injuries all over the place. Evans will stay on the field. Cochran puts Jackson in motion. Bobbles the snap. Still going to get it off. Thompson's got it. 1st down. He's tough to bring down, but he'll fall for the 1st. Mesa's offense is coming right back at Murrieta Valley.
Nighthawks with a good flock attack coming in to eventually get Burleson down, or not Burleson, but Thompson down to the ground, but not after a gain of 12. Good job, Mesa offense.
Cochran hands it off and stuffed immediately. That one's Desmond Jackson. Can't get past that group of defensive linemen. They just hold him up. He'll lose about 2, maybe 1. Cochran in the shotgun, rolling out to his right. He's got some space. He's going to throw it. Incomplete, out of bounds, intended for Des Roberts.
Cochran with a good throw, just a little high. Roberts, the apparent feature receiver tonight. I believe that's his 6th or 7th target tonight.
Jackson to his right. Cochran looking to throw. He's got Morris in the middle, over his head. Just misses him. He had him, and Morris had some space. About a foot or 2 lower, and that was going to be big.
He had the mismatch because he had him lined up against the linebacker, Liggins, and just missed him.
So Ryan O'Brien on to punt for the Rams. He's standing, going to kick it at about his own 40. Low snap, able to get it off. Great punt. This one's a hammer. Number 11 back to receive. It's going to trickle into the end zone. It'll come back out for a touchback. Murrieta Valley takes over. They lead by 17. Murrieta Valley first play is a handoff, and he'll be met at the line of scrimmage and maybe get through for a few more yards. Mesa is at Temecula Valley next week to finish off their season on Thursday, so less than a week away.
It doesn't give us much time to get healed up, does it?
It does not. Temecula Valley currently playing Chaparral, tied 21-21 right now at Chaparral. This one complete out to Yari. Ball is loose. Ball is on the floor. Still scrambling. Nobody could pick it up, and it's Mesa's ball. They recover. Huge play by the Mesa defense.
Deep in Murrieta Valley territory. What a great defensive effort to come up, make an open field tackle, poke the ball out of the receiver's hands, and the ball stayed in bounds long enough for the Mesa Rams to fall on it and scoop it up and get a little bit more yardage. Ball will be placed, it looks like, on the 20-yard line.
Jack Yari, the big.
So Mesa starts on the 20. Finally on the right side 20, though.
And the other game going on in the Southwestern League, Vista Marieta's playing Great Oak, and they're beating them 45-0. Complete pass out to the right. Cochran with a little bootleg.
Looks like Leighton was the receiver on that.
I believe it might be O'Brien.
The
Ryan
8s and 9s all
out
look the
wide.
same
Yep, the 8s
to
and 9s
me.
are close. Cochran takes a snap, moving to his left this time. He's got Thompson. Thompson's got it, picks up the first down, fighting for more. And it's going to be a first and goal for your Mesa Rams.
Thompson did a good job of using his size, kind of like a power forward uses it on a rebound, just bodied out, made the catch, got as much yards before getting shoved out of bounds by the Nighthawk defense.
Cochran going hurry up. 5 minutes left in the third quarter, dropping back to pass. He's going to scramble, rolling to his left. He's going to run, did not throw it away. Might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. We will see. He was on the 7-yard line there. Tough angle here. Might have picked up one. Looked like he dove past it. Picks up one, 2nd and 6.
Good individual effort there by Cochran.
Making something out of nothing. Two receivers to his right. Jackson to his right. Two to his left. Looking left side. Going up high. Morris overthrown.
I think he threw that a little sooner than he wanted to. Nighthawks were showing blitz and then backed out of it, but he was anticipating the blitz.
3rd and 6. They're bringing on the jumbo package. Keon Bars, Colin Layton coming onto the field. This seems like a far conversion to bring on the jumbo package, but nonetheless, they're coming on. Cochran and Jackson are the weapons in the backfield.
And it is electric in this stadium right now.
Are the Hogs down low. Under center snap for Cochran. Going to roll out to pass. We got a deep pass to the corner just outside the reach of the intended target.
So a little deception by Coach Turner deep in Nighthawk territory.
So the kicking team onto the field. Isaacson nailed a 47-yarder late in that first half. This one much closer. This one about a 23-yarder, 22-yarder. Still got to focus. He does, and it's through. 34-20, Benjamin Isaacson pulls Mesa within 2 scores.
Murrieta Valley has had a good season, but it seems like they have just let teams hang around. That it's one of those when you're the better team by division. They're a Division I team. Mesa's a Division III team. You almost come in with an expectation that you're going to take care of business, so to speak. But it's those games where you let teams have hope, come in, and kind of hang around. You get Mesa gets a score off a turnover. That's 10 points that they've got off of Nighthawk turnovers tonight. And next thing you know, you're in a dogfight in the fourth quarter with a team that you came in thinking that you were going to pretty much handle.
Kickoff going to the right will be returned. He's got some space to run, eventually brought down past the 35-yard line, so a good return by the Nighthawks. They will take over.
Ball returned out to the, looks like the 35-yard line, 37-yard line. Let's see if the Rams defense can step up yet again. That's back-to-back possessions for the Nighthawks that have turned the ball over. See if they've buttoned up things on the offensive side.
Bachmeyer will give it to him up the middle for a gain of maybe 2. Murrieta Valley faced with a 2nd and 7, 4 minutes and running in the third quarter.
It's been a quick third quarter.
Bachmeyer, handoff to Archer. Archer's got some space and some speed. He's still on his feet, trucking, keeping those legs moving, and he's across midfield. Past the 45-yard line. What a run by Archer.
Archer is the real deal when it comes to a true running back. Speed, strength, vision, moves. He is very fun to watch on the football field.
Bachmeyer giving it right back to Archer. Absolutely bolting through the middle. Big pile going to get pushed around. They're going to give him forward progress, so a gain of 2 for Archer. It'll be a 2nd and 8.
Rams defense coming up big on that play. After a 13-yard run by Archer earlier, play before, hold him to a 2-yard gain on this play.
Bachmeyer claps, gets the snap. Layton with a good swim move. He gets through the line. He's going to run, asking his receivers to block for him. He's going to cut back into the inside and falls forward for the first down. Bachmeyer with a great run.
Bachmeyer showing his elusiveness again, utilizing his speed with his legs. Able to avoid the pressure and pick up the first down for Murrieta Valley.
Bachmeyer takes a snap. Going to give this one to Johnson. Johnson checks in at running back, breaks one tackle, and the Mesa Rams defense brings him down. Not before he can pick up 3. 2nd down. The Nighthawks pounding it down here. Their second drive of the half. Besides, third drive turned over on the second drive, touchdown on the first. This one looking very similar to the first. Handoff, play action. Bachmeyer looking deep. Nobody there. He just throws it away. Smart decision by the quarterback.
I think the security guard was open down in the corner, though.
Security guard may have been able to grab that one. Smart decision by Bachmeyer. 34-20. Approaching the end of the third quarter. Big third down upcoming for the Mesa Rams. Bachmeyer dropping back to pass, looking to his right, back to the center, looks off the safety. He's going to try to run for it. He'll be brought down, and it's going to be short of the line to gain. So the Mesa defense comes up big, and a tough decision for the Redhawks now. They are faced with a 4th and 2. Offense looks like it's staying on the field,
which is a little surprising. They have a very good kicker. It's not like they don't have a kicking game.
Mesa needs to get their fans back into it. This is a huge down, and the fans are not screaming. 4th and 2. Going to be a handoff to Johnson, tripped up short. We'll see if he got it. He was able to fall forward. I think he may have tripped forward for it. A first down. Defensive lineman, I believe it was Colin Layton, got back there and was able to trip him up, but not enough. He was able to jump forward.
Just enough yardage to get the first down. He was on his way down short of it, but was able to maintain airtime, if you will, and get enough with the ball across the first down stripe.
This one given to Johnson again. Right up the middle.
You got to give it to Murrieta Valley. They have just ran this second half, third quarter, and just dominated the time. I mean, it's Mesa's had one offensive possession here in the second half.
Bachmeyer with Johnson behind him. Play action. He's got a Mesa linebacker coming complete. What a catch. Bachmeyer throws it despite the pressure, puts it right in the chest of his receiver.
Layton was the one applying the pressure, and Bachmeyer was able to elude him and complete the pass.
Hunter Roddy completes that one. What a play by Murrieta Valley. And they are going to let the time tick off. We are headed to the fourth quarter. Murrieta Valley Mesa is faced. 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line. 1st and goal for the Nighthawks. Murrieta Valley's fans are on their feet. They're ready for it. Johnson right up the middle. Avoids one tackle. Will be brought down. Still on his feet. Somehow scrambled. Kept getting away. Chugging his feet. He's inside the 5. Down to the 2.
That's what they teach you as a running back. Just keep the legs moving until they get you on the ground. Keep those legs just pounding. That's why you do all those leg exercises in the offseason.
Back to Johnson. Johnson is close. Some of the linemen think it's a touchdown, and it is. Touchdown, Murrieta Valley. They lead by 20. 40-20 is the score. Just inside the fourth quarter, we switched sides, and it took them 3 plays to pound it in.
Murrieta Valley showing their experience, showing their senior leadership, being able to sustain a drive for over 6 minutes that carried into the fourth quarter and cap it off with a touchdown.
Phillips on the field for an extra point. Good pressure by Mesa. Kind of tripped up the kicker. No roughing the kicker penalty. The extra point is good. 41-20 is the score out here in Murrieta, California.
So Mesa's going to have a pretty explosive fourth quarter, and we should have a lot of fun watching it. It should come to fruition for us.
Going to need to see some offensive fireworks by Mesa's offense if they want to get back into this game. The return team is coming onto the field. Shakir Ricks is back to receive.
Anything short of the deep back would be Desmond Jackson and Kyle Morris.
But Phillips has been kicking them into the end zone. A lot of touchbacks so far this season. He's got about 3 or 4 this game. The wind into his face, however, so Shakir Ricks might get a chance to take this one. Phillips with a high kick, just a pooch kick. Going to be short. Fair catch, hit pretty hard. No flag. Didn't completely tackle him, so.
It's a little surprising considering how consistent he's been kicking it out of the back of the end zone.
Into the wind, don't want to chance it with Shakir Ricks, the dangerous returner for the Rams. And now the offense coming back onto the field. Cochran, low snap, looking to his right, now to his left. He's got a receiver, Thompson, goes up high and brings it down. Murrieta Valley thought he dropped it at the end, but they rule it complete.
Gain of 11, and it's good for a first down for Mesa. Getting close to midfield, just inside the 45-yard line of Mesa.
Cochran looking deep. He's going deep. He's got Morris. And a great catch. Intercepted by the defensive back, number 12, Leighton Driscoll. A beautiful interception. He leads the Nighthawks in picks this year, and he skies up for one there. Cochran with the poor throw.
It was a good throw. It just was a little underthrown. He didn't lead his receiver and put it in a position to where only Morris could catch it. And just like you're taught as a DB, you go and high point the ball and try to catch it at its highest point. And that is exactly what he did to make the interception, and a beautiful one it was at that.
So an interception was a deep throw, so almost works as a punt, but obviously Mesa was trying to drive it down and score. The Nighthawks will get the ball back. 41-20 is the lead. This one complete to Jack Yari. Big boy tight end. He'll gain about 1. Stays in bounds, which is what is important for the Nighthawks. Keeps the clock ticking.
Jacob Zinn coming up with a good play to limit that to a 1-yard gain. Sua Venegas also in on the play.
This one's going to be a handoff to the outside. And he's brought down. Great defensive play by the Mesa Rams defensive line.
Mesa Rams defense playing strong here in the second half. Last 3 or 4 possessions for Murrieta Valley, they've had to work for everything that they've had despite putting points up on the board.
Hank Bachmeyer dropping back to pass. Leighton coming to him. Hits him hard. Got the throw away. They rule it incomplete.
Leighton a little slow to get up after that. Not sure if he caught him awkwardly. But it forces a fourth down for Murrieta Valley.
Punt team is on the field. Punter running in at the last moment. I believe it is Ethan Suavanegas. Back deep to receive. Ricks almost gets a hand on it. Takes a friendly Mesa bounce, and is going to bounce on the favorable side of the 50-yard line. So Mesa will start on the Murrieta Valley 49-yard line.
Short punt, only 27 yards net on the play as the ball, like JP said, will be placed inside the 50 on the Murrieta Valley side. If you're a golfer, nice wedge.
Backed up for him, but not what you want near midfield. So Cochran will lead the Rams back out onto the field. They trail by 21, and they need some points in a hurry.
Mesa's D rises to the occasion. No points off of the turnover for Murrieta Valley.
Jackson off tackle. He's brought down. Gain of maybe 1. And an injured defensive lineman in the backfield for the Nighthawks.
Is there a sniper somewhere? I'm not aware.
Taking people out one by one.
Looking at the sidelines, I see Benjamin Isaacson, our kicker, limping around a little bit as well. So hopefully that's not anything serious. Sue Venegas getting treated again here on the training table. He's been nursing what looked like or appeared to be a groin injury early. We're speculating, obviously, at that point, but just the way he was walking was leading it to believe that that was the injury he was dealing with.
So number 90, Brian Burns, is able to walk off the field for the Nighthawks on his own power.
Although a little
senior defensive end or defensive tackle is a huge part of this Nighthawks defense. They've got a big showdown next week against Vista Murrieta. They're going to need all hands on deck. Cochran dropping back to pass. Going for Thompson over his head, incomplete. They'll be faced with a 3rd and 9.
Nighthawk defense playing pressure up front and a little bit of a zone cover 2.
Cochran rolling to his right. Looking for Morris, and I think he got him. He does. Completion. Picked up enough for the first down. What a play by Cochran.
What a laser throw by Cochran. And Morris did a good job of getting a little separation from his defender right at the sticks.
Cochran with Jackson to his right. Play action. Looking deep. He's got Des Roberts. Des Roberts got some time and space. Splits the defensive back. Touchdown, Mesa. Colin Des Roberts gets into the end zone.
Des Roberts finally cracks the end zone. Has had a lot of targets tonight from both quarterbacks, both from Ayala and Cochran. Cochran splits the difference. That slot has been a big play for us tonight.
On the last drive, we had Morris open, just missed the throw. It was a very similar play. Isaacson had to stutter step on that one. And a line drive. The hold was a bad one. So they missed the extra point, and they are now down by 15. 41-26 is the score. Mesa trails Murrieta Valley.
Still a 2-possession game. Obviously, Mesa would have to convert a 2-point conversion within that. But not out of the realm of possibility, just time on the scoreboard. As you're true enemy. So we have a new kicker kicking off.
A nice little pooch kick, gonna fall short. Number 50 is able to secure it. Ball's loose. Mesa's hoping to recover. I think they might have. Murrieta Mesa. The players think they have it. The referees are digging through the pile. Mesa ball. The third fumble Mesa's able to recover here tonight. That's what's keeping them in this game. They trail by 2 possessions, and now they have the ball in Nighthawk territory.
Welcome back, momentum.
A.J. Conrad was the returner for the Nighthawks. Number 50. He's a linebacker, so you can expect he normally isn't handling the football. The first person that got to him hit him, jarred the ball loose. Mesa's able to recover it. Cochran inside to Morris. Morris jumps ahead. Gains maybe 5.
Well defended by the Nighthawks on that time. We saw Morris go for about 13 the first time they ran the bubble screen, but Murrieta Valley made the adjustment on that one.
Hurry up offense is moving. Cochran steps up in the pocket. Is going to be brought down for a sack. He's able to dive forward to get back a yard or 2, so it's only going to be a loss of about 2. And a timeout by the Nighthawks. A big 3rd down and 6 upcoming for the Rams offense.
Very rarely do you see the Nighthawks rattled, but you can tell that they are not comfortable with Mesa being as close as they are. It's fairly evident. Just it looks like they're playing a little more tentative, kind of playing not to win but to not lose. And we all know how that usually works out. And you get tentative, you go away from your normal game format, game attack mode, and kind of let off the gas a little bit. A lot of times that can come back and bite you.
Good timeout by Murrieta Valley to calm them down. Exactly what you were saying. A big 3rd and 6 upcoming. Get the right defensive formation and play call in. Cochran with Jackson to his right. It's going to be a pass. He's going to move forward. He's going to try to run for it. He won't get it. Flag comes in late. If it's against Mesa, it'll most likely be declined. Yep, it's going to be a hold against Mesa, declined. So a 4th and 5 upcoming for the Mesa Rams. A little too long for a field goal, although it is only about 51 yards, if you will. They are going to accept the penalty, actually, push them back a little bit.
I think Isaacson's long field goal in the first end of the
Might
first
have
half
scared them a little bit.
Scared them a little bit.
Well, because they may try a 51-yarder.
Right, and we knew that one was going to have been good from 51 because it hit 3/4 of the way up the upright before caroming in.
But Cochran gets another chance. We have a 3rd and 17 for Mesa. Thompson moving to this side of the field, trips to Cochran's left. ISO Thompson looks like they might double cover him. He's looking to the left, trying to look off the safety. Going to go in the slot. Tipped, missed.
Penalty marker.
Flag comes in late. We may have a rough in the passer or a hold. I'm not sure. There was a couple linemen on the floor, but Cochran was also on the floor.
It looks like it's going to be rough in the passer. Personal
foul. Rough.
What a huge mistake on Murrieta Valley's side.
That'll be 15 yards and an automatic 1st down. That takes the energy out of the Murrieta Valley sideline, gives some to our sideline right behind us. 41-26. They trail by 15 and get a huge gift. It is not an automatic first down for some reason. I thought a personal foul would be, but it makes a 3rd and 2 much more manageable.
High school rules don't come with the automatic first down. I don't understand it either, but you're right. 3rd and 2 is a lot more manageable than 3rd and 17.
Cochran, they're passing it. Screenplay, Jackson gets it. He's going to pick up the first down and more. Moving out to the outside. Desmond Jackson makes a nice move. Still on his feet. Desmond Jackson dives in. Touchdown, Mesa. What a run by Desmond Jackson.
What an electric run by Desmond Jackson on the screen pass. What a great call by Coach Couttet on the aggressiveness from Murrieta Valley. He sensed that they were going to bring the pressure. Little screen pass, let Desmond Jackson do the work. 32 yards later, they're in the end zone.
Isaacson on for the extra point. Let's see if he can pound this one through. See if they get the communication a little better. This is big because the next touchdown they score, they're going to need to go for 2. Isaacson stutters a little bit, able to get it through. It is good. Mesa trails 41-33. 1 possession game. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. What a 3rd down conversion by Desmond Jackson. Scrambles out for about a 30-yard touchdown. I think it might have been a little less than that. A beautiful screenplay execution by the Mesa offense.
What a turn of events here in the second half, huh?
Turnovers. The 4th turnover from Murrieta Valley will haunt them. Only 1 for Mesa.
See if we see a full force attack from Murrieta Valley.
Mesa Rams stomping their feet, shaking around our scoreboard cam.
No, folks, that's not an earthquake. The Mesa fans are electric right now, trying to cheer on their Rams.
They were a little bit down at halftime. Mesa's trailed by as much as 20 this game. They've trailed by 20 3 different times. The kickoff is going. It's a short pooch kick. Fair catch called by number 11. Diego Del Castillo with the fair catch. And Murrieta Valley will start their drive at their own 35-yard line.
Smart play by Del Castillo. Takes away the contact. No time goes off the clock. Not that they are concerned about the time, but obviously they're going to try to run the ball, take off as much time as they can off the clock. Obviously, if you're on offense, your job is to score, so they're going to look to try to score, put this out of reach with little time for Mesa to respond. But they have all their weapons out there, and we know how electric they are.
Their defense has been off the field for quite a while, so they are well rested. The Mesa defense is going to need to come up big. The big boys in the middle, Ari Collins and Keon Bars getting ready. Quick out route, juggling the pass, unable to get it. Intercepted! What a catch by the Mesa Rams defensive back. Chad Ortega with a beautiful play. A quick little bubble screen. The wide receiver was bobbling it. He tips it in the air and just hands it to Ortega.
Here you go.
Mesa takes over.
Here we go. 29 yards away, a 2-point conversion from having a tie ball game with 7 minutes and 44 seconds left in the game. And momentum is definitely in Mesa's backfield.
The Murrieta Valley sideline is dead or quiet right now. All the motivation and momentum is on Mesa's side. Going deep, looking for Thompson in the end zone. Thompson goes up. Damian Thompson brings it down. Touchdown Rams. What a throw by Cochran. Thompson gets his second touchdown of the game. Mesa Rams.
What
a comeback. They were down 41-20 just about 4 minutes ago. And now they're back. They trail by 2.
Rivalry games don't get much better than this, guys. It's
Offense
just
is staying on the field.
a good game. Mesa lining up to go for 2. Cochran.
Cochran, bobble snap, looking to go for it. He's going to be short. Austin Cochran.
I don't know if my heart can take much more of this.
Ball short. Mesa takes the lead 41-39. Excuse me. They are still trailing 41-39, but they are back in this ball game, and they have all the momentum.
Test.
We just can't hear each other.
Okay. I can hear myself.
Mesa Rams are stomping around. I can barely hear my own self talk.
Let alone think,
Looking
right?
to pull off a huge upset.
We're expecting another pooch kick, as is Murrieta Valley.
Another short pooch kick. Number 5 catches it over his shoulder and is hammered as he goes to the ground. No flag comes in. Those are the hits that'll give you some power and some momentum.
Very rarely do you ever catch the ball going over your head like a center fielder and have your back to the on-charging special teams unit. But that's exactly what happened. Caught it over his shoulder in play, unaware of this wave of white jerseys that were about to plant him into the ground.
What a turn of events. 3 touchdowns in the last 4 minutes for the Mesa Rams. Gets them back into this game. They missed the 2-point conversion, but this is still a ball game. He's brought down. He'll gain about 8 yards. A good run by Archer.
Mesa defense playing inspired right now. I'm sure you guys can hear the fans behind us.
2nd down and 3. Archer tackled in the backfield, will miss a tackle. Keeps trucking through, is going to be brought down for a short gain.
He avoided a bigger loss by some shifty footwork in the backfield. Avoided a tackle.
Mesa's got all the momentum. The ball just shy of Murrieta Valley's own 45-yard line. And a 3rd and 1. Murrieta Valley trying to stop the floodgates from continuing to pour on towards the Mesa side. Audible being called. Bachmeyer hands it off to Archer, and he flips forward for the first down.
Mesa
First
defense,
down Nighthawks, and they calm down this Mesa sideline.
Mesa defense did a good job there, holding him to only a couple, but it did get enough to get the first down.
So a 1st and 10 for the Nighthawks from their own 48-yard line, right about midfield.
And as expected on the previous series, 3 straight runs from Murrieta Valley.
Under 6 minutes left. Archer's got some room to run. Helmet on the ball. They're trying to strip it. Mesa wants some more turnovers.
What, 4 isn't enough? Never enough, is it?
The chains will move. Clock momentarily stops. 5 minutes and 45 seconds left.
I have to say, JP, to be honest, I did not expect this close of a contest tonight. And boy, has it been exciting.
It has been a good one. Johnson's got it on the outside. He'll pick up quite a bit of yards, just shy of a first down. About a 2nd and 4 upcoming for the Nighthawks.
Murrieta Valley not in any hurry, taking every second they can possibly get.
Clock is ticking under 5 minutes now. Still 3 timeouts remaining for Mesa. Coach Turner is barking out some commands, is almost on the field. They're bringing the pressure. Turner is pumped up. It is a run play. Johnson off tackle. Follows his blocker. Johnson's got some space. He cuts back inside and falls just outside the 10-yard line. Murrieta Valley picks up a big chunk.
Murrieta Valley getting back to basics. Have not thrown the ball at all this series and are just flexing their muscles and moving Mesa down the field. Into the red zone.
Much needed timeout for Mesa. Murrieta Valley with a big run. Corey Johnson gets it down to the 13-yard line. They will have a 1st and 10 with 4 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in this ball game. Valley leads by 2.
And any kind of score by Valley forces Mesa's hand. Right now, if Valley was to turn the ball over and have an unforced error yet again, a field goal could win it for Mesa. However, if they kick a field goal, that would be a 5-point lead and force Mesa to get a touchdown to win. If they score a touchdown, obviously that just makes it a little bit more difficult for Mesa.
The teams are back onto the field. The Mesa's faithful still chanting, hoping for this defense to come up with a big stop or get another turnover. Bachmeyer is going to hand it off. He may not throw again tonight unless they're faced with a 3rd and long. Believe Johnson was the running back, and he was brought down almost immediately. Gain of maybe 1. The snap. Bachmeyer looking to throw. He's going to complete it. Touchdown, Murrieta Valley. The big tight end, Jack Yari, brings it home. Murrieta Valley gets that touchdown right back. 47-39 is the score. Currently down by 8 is Mesa. Extra point is huge.
I had a feeling if he was going to throw, Yari would be the one he would target down here.
The 6'6", 245 red zone target comes up big. This is a huge extra point by Ashton Phillips. Phillips gets it up, and it is good. They take the lead by 9, making it a 2-possession game.
We'll see how the offense responds.
So Murrieta Valley takes the lead 48-39. What a ball game we have on our hands here. Back and forth in this 4th quarter. Both teams with some monster plays.
It really has felt like a heavyweight fight tonight, hasn't it?
Absolutely. The number 2 and 3 teams in the Southwestern League have put on a show for all the fans here. Fair catch called. He'll catch it. Secured right on the 35-yard line, and that's where Mesa's drive will start. They have 2 timeouts remaining, 3.5 minutes left, and they need 2 scores.
Buckle up, folks. Be the fastest 3 minutes of football you'll ever see, right?
Cochran puts Jackson into motion. Going for Des Roberts. Des Roberts has got some blockers and some room to run. Des Roberts picks up a big chunk. Clock momentarily stops as the chains are moving. He gets across midfield. Calling Des Roberts.
16 yards on that little screenplay to Des Roberts. He had 3 or 4 big guys out in front of him clearing a path.
Cochran. Thompson in quick route. Breaks a tackle, still on his feet. Gets whipped forward for about 3 or 4 more yards.
That play looked like it was in slow motion.
Clock is moving. He did not pick up a first down. 2nd and 3 from the Murrieta Valley 41-yard line. Getting the play call from Coach Turner, but they need to move. They've let off about 20 seconds by the time Cochran gets this snap. In the shotgun formation, looking for Thompson deep. He's going to move out to his right, across the field. Des Roberts got it in the middle. Breaks 1 tackle. He's got Jackson as a blocker, and Des Roberts falls. Had some momentum and fell on his own accord.
Sniper.
Had some space.
Sniper again.
Sniper got him, and he falls down. The clock will stop with 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Ball's on the 25-yard line. Mesa's getting ready to snap it. Clock is moving. Cochran rolling out to the right. Completion. And got out of bounds, I believe. No. I believe he did get out of bounds. Nope, clock is moving.
That was
Ball
weird.
is set. Cochran. 2 minutes and 20 seconds going for Thompson in the corner of the end zone. Intercepted. Did he get a foot in? The lines judge still making the call. I do not think we have seen a judgment call being made.
Cochran threw into triple coverage.
I see a flag on the far side of the field right at about on the 20-yard line. The line judge having a word with the head official, giving him the penalty call. I do not know if they ruled it an interception or not.
They called the referee pointed against Murrieta Valley. I just didn't see what the call was.
Still trying to iron out the details. Looks like they're moving it. It is against Murrieta Valley.
And a first down.
The penalty will put them inside the 10-yard line. Murrieta Mesa isn't dying yet.
First and goal for the Rams.
Clock will move once the ball is set. Austin Cochran with 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Gives it to Jackson right up the middle. Desmond Jackson pounding his way. He's going to fall short inside the 5-yard line. They got to get to the ball. 2nd down and 4 from the 4-yard line.
Just crossed under 2 minutes left in the contest.
2nd and 3. Cochran rolling out. He's got a receiver in the middle. Intercepted by Murrieta Valley. That may just do it. Number 7 intercepts that ball for the Nighthawks. Austin Cochran throws a pick into the end zone. Jaden Dillon, the junior defensive back, gets the interception. No flags on the field. First down for Murrieta Valley.
And you can just feel the wind just go sucked out of our sails with that interception.
The defense will come onto the field hoping for a turnover. Mesa's got 2 timeouts, so Murrieta Valley is going to need to run the ball. They cannot take victory formation just yet. Hands it off. Johnson breaks a tackle. Still on his feet. Ball is loose. Another fumble by the Nighthawks. This one a little more competitive. Mesa thinks they have it. And they do. A fifth fumble by Murrieta Valley. This ball is back with the Rams.
Unbelievable.
Man, these running backs are going to be doing Oklahoma drills all week long for Murrieta Valley. They cannot hold on to the football.
This has been just incredible effort by the Mesa defense.
What a game we have here. Outstanding. The Mesa fans' life was just sucked away from them, and all of a sudden, it is back.
Defense says, hold on, we'll bring you back.
Cochran takes the snap. Looking deep. Scott Jackson short. Jackson breaks one tackle, is tackled. They got to do the hurry up. He did not pick up the first down. We got a flag late. Pushing and shoving behind the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped at 1:26. I think this one might go against Mesa.
It might be offsetting, but referees signaling for the players involved. 93 or 92 is being motioned off the field. I think he was trying to hold Cochran from getting up to the line of scrimmage, and his lineman came to his aid.
I think we might have offsetting penalties, but these players are forced to get off the field. Smart play by the official. Both people were pushing and shoving. Give those players time to breathe and get this play going again. 1:26 on the clock. Cochran moving to his right. He's got a receiver deep. Des Roberts was being held the whole way. No flag comes in. Incomplete pass. 3rd and 5. A minute and 20 for Mesa. The offensive lineman for the Rams comes back onto the field. Number 93 still on the sideline for the Nighthawks.
We definitely are in 4 down territory.
4 down territory, 3rd and 4th down upcoming. 3rd and 5, dropping back to pass. He's got some space to run. There is a defensive lineman there. Going to the corner of the end zone. Morris brings it down. Andrew Morris, flag on the field.
This one's going to come back. I was watching the screen try to be set up to the right. It's going to be ineligible receivers downfield. The linemen were downfield too far, which is unfortunate to take away such a big play for Mesa.
Ineligible man downfield. What a mistake. That's kind of tough on those big boys in the middle. That play will come back. What a crucial penalty. The Mesa fans do not like it, but it is the right call.
Completely the right call.
Good catch on that one, Mark.
It's one of the challenges when you have a mobile quarterback. When you get more time and there's a play that's designed for a lineman to hold his position and it goes longer, their instinct is to continue downfield and hit somebody.
Cochran moving to his left, similar play. Going deep. He's got Jackson. Jackson catches it, gets out of bounds. Clock stops. What a play by Mesa Rams. That penalty means nothing. They just wipe it away and recover. A great play by the Mesa Rams.
Great throw by Cochran, hitting his running back on the out. Great job by Jackson to get it out of bounds, stop the clock.
Cochran hands off. Jackson's got some space. Desmond Jackson. Touchdown, Mesa.
The freshman sticking it in the end zone for the Rams.
They're going to be trailing by 3 right now, so this extra point is big. And then the onside kick that's going to come after it is even bigger. What a run by Desmond Jackson. Isaacson in for the kick.
What a great second half of football.
What a football game we have here tonight. The kick is good by a ton. Isaacson smashed that one. Gonna need a good onside kick upcoming. 48-46.
Can you imagine
Murrieta Valley clinging onto a lead?
Can you imagine if we had just got a field goal instead of the interception a minute ago?
Would have been huge.
You can play the what-if game all day,
up.
huh?
The fans are pumped. This onside kick is going to mean everything, and it's important to note, obviously the hands team is going to come onto the field for Murrieta Valley, but even their hands team have been a little loose with the ball tonight.
Been a little loose.
The football has bounced Mesa's way so far tonight on these loose ball situations. This onside kick's going to be huge. We got all the players up tight. Dropping back far. Onside kick to the near side of the field. It's high. Fair catch called, and it is a fair catch. The game is not over just yet. I believe Mesa still has 2 timeouts.
I believe
cannot
they do.
confirm that, but I believe they do. On the scoreboard, it says timeouts left for each team, but they just kind of haven't used that graphic all game long.
The person that's operating the scoreboard hasn't updated that
There
particular
not 3 timeouts left for Mesa, despite what you see on the scoreboard.
You know, JP, on that onside kick, what I like to see, would have liked to see at least, is they'll play a little bit of trickery. You drive the ball down like immediately so it pops up like it does, like so it looks like it's a kick that you can fair catch. But once it hits the ground, you can't fair catch it, and then you create that illusion of the fair catch.
The run off tackle. And he's brought down, slides down, stays inbounds, timeout. Clock will stop, 53 seconds left. Coach Turner may have wanted some more time on it. Wasn't happy with how quick the ref got that call in.
I think that's what we're going to see. We'll see 2 plays like that with Bachmeyer not taking any chances.
No handoffs. He's going to say, my running backs have fumbled so much tonight, I am not giving this to them. 5 fumbles for Murrieta Valley, and only one of them by a
non-skill
player. One of them was by number 50, the linebacker, A.J. Conrad, but all others have come by a skill player, either on a kick return or on a run.
And then the tight end, Yari, had one poked out too. But, yeah, all the skill players would be a good reminder for them heading into Vista next week.
They are going to work on some fumble drills this week in practice. I can promise you that.
Oklahoma.
Win or lose here tonight.
Leighton.
What an effort by the Mesa Rams, though. They've had some errors. They've fallen behind by 21 multiple times, and they just keep fighting. They are never going to die. 2nd and 10. Bachmeyer snaps the ball. He's just going to run it. Moving out to the right. It's got a lot of blockers and space. He'll be brought down at about the 40-yard line. Clock stops. Only 6 seconds off the clock there. So as long as this play takes less than about 10 or 12 seconds, I believe Mesa will at least get a punt return. Maybe a Hail Mary.
Assuming
they stop him on 3rd and 5.
Exactly.
Bachmeyer is an electric runner. Picked up 5 yards there. That's all he would need now.
We need the old Philadelphia Eagles, New York Giants fumble here from many years ago. Either way, on a Friday night in October,
definitely some entertainment tonight. These are the games the players just love to play in. Obviously, initially it's a heartbreaker for whichever team ends up losing this one. Fans are on their feet on both sides of the field. This is the play of the game. 3rd and 5, Bachmeyer looking to pass. He's going to be sacked. He will be sacked. Mesa doesn't have a timeout anymore, so the clock will run. The clock is running. I think some of the fans think they have a timeout left.
Yeah,
but they don't. Only 2 timeouts remaining coming into this drive. And they are going to let this game go out.
penalty.
Delay of game penalty, 4.5 seconds still on the field. .5 seconds, so either a punt. I think a smart play by Murrieta Valley would be to just take the snap and run it backwards for 4 seconds. Just kill some time.
Run it out, take the safety for all intended purposes. There's times
you don't want to take a safety because they're down. They're up by 2.
Good point.
But it would be close. If they were up by 3, that may be a smart choice. So the offense is on the field for Murrieta Valley. And I think they may do what we're thinking. 5.7 on the clock now. That changes things up a little bit. Gonna bring a jail blitz rush. There's no punter on the field.
And there's nobody back deep either. Well,
Bachmeyer is signaling to one of his receivers to go. He may just take the snap and throw it high in the air. Now 7 seconds on the clock. That changes things a little bit.
That's a lot different.
We'll see if they can kill 7 seconds. He's going to roll out to pass, running the clock, 2 seconds. The ball is in the air. The time is out. Unless they intercept it, which they don't, the game is over. Very smart play by Murrieta Valley. The Mesa fans won't be happy about that one because they wanted the game to end a better way. But smart play and decision-making down the end. Bachmeyer wins the game for Murrieta Valley.
What a ball game.
What a game by both teams. 48-46 is your final score. Murrieta Valley takes the win, but an electric effort.
Just an incredible game. It's, again, the rivalry. You take the rivalry. You throw the records out the window. You throw the expectations out the window. Mesa can keep their heads high. They went toe-to-toe with a Division I CIF team.
What a great game by the Mesa Rams. Thank you so much to our director, Elijah Dominguez, our understudy director, CJ Kotelik, camera operators, CJ Kotelik and Sean Yee. On-screen graphics, thank you, Joshua Rekla, John Bukowski, Chad Burke. Animation clips by Mauricio Amorising, John Bukowski, Joshua Rekla. On-screen commentators, myself, JP Sarr, Mark Clinton. Our Mesa principal, Steve Ellis. Athletic director, John Broussard. USP director, Amy Vollmer. Director of music, Daniel Greenberg. And produced by Jason Hedge. A Murrieta Mesa multimedia production, recorded live October 19th, 2018 at Murrieta Valley Stadium, Murrieta, California. Thank you so much and good night.